Welcome back to the Immersive Snikch campaign. This is an SFO campaign where we are using these SFO settings to do our usual convert this into a grand strategy campaign where it is very, very difficult to steamroll your way from one settlement to the next, slowing down the overall pacing of the campaign. And so far, that part of it has gone as planned. This has certainly been a much slower campaign than it normally would be in vanilla or even in default SFO. And before I jump into it, I was just admiring here the animation. I've never noticed this before. I don't know if it's only the Eshin Master Assassins that do this. Probably all Skaven Master Assassins do that, but he's kind of having himself some fun here. He's kind of dancing around a little bit. Anyway, I do love the little details in this game. Okay, so what we found out in the last episode is that our units are absolute garbage, that it's extremely difficult for us to do much in the way of damage, and so don't exactly know how we're going to overcome that. Of course, we will in time get some clan contracts that allow us to recruit some better units somewhat affordably for the from the other clans. So we may end up doing a little bit of that. I may try to focus on, I just now realized both of these guys are Master Assassins. So let me take a look at the Master Assassins and let me just see, do they do anything? Let me do Runner right here. So yeah, they do some. They provide concealment bombs for night runners and gutter runners, but, you know, unfortunately, effective when flanking. I mean, okay, I guess maybe what we do is we use this right before we attack is maybe the thing. The problem is always going to be that we have no front line, and these guys are just going to, number one, the gutter runners and the night runners are going to constantly wind up in melee fighting things because we have no front line. The other problem is that they don't do enough damage. This at least gives them a little bit of a missile strength buff. Okay, so finally we see something here of some value. When we go back and we look at Snikch himself, he doesn't actually do that. He's got nothing in particular here for gutter runners and night runners. Wait a minute, why? Hello, I know. Oh no, never mind. I'm sorry. So he just gives them a little bit of he gives them the concealment bombs as well, and then there's the regular old red line stuff that we can use. So this is actually pretty good. I just now realized this. So we could take 3 points in Infiltrator to get the reload time reduction for gutter runners, and then we could turn around and we could also increase our weapon strength with, oh no, that's with death runners, not gutter runners. Yikes. Okay. And the death runners, let's take a look here. If we take a look at death runners, which we can recruit through the 3rd tier of the assassin building, which we have right here. Okay, Village of the Moon. So right here. Death runners, 120 units. Okay, I was just going to say, I thought that they were going to be fewer units. They are fewer models, I should say. They are a few. There's a few fewer, but they're actually still, there's still 120 of them there, and they definitely have better ability to do damage than, say, these. Let me find a regular gutter runners here. Gutter runners right there. Okay, so these guys are 40, 25 melee attack and defense, weapon strength 30. They don't have AP. They do have snare net. Okay, I did not realize that. I need to pay more attention to snare net, obviously, because we could use that fairly well. It only slows things down by 25%. It doesn't actually stop them completely. That's a bit unfortunate. And affects all enemies in range. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm kind of leaning towards maybe also trying to use some death runners for him. And then if we look at what, let me get back to Snikch. There you are, okay. If we look at your regular attribute, Grand Night Lord's Agitator, nothing here is unit specific except for the plus 10 melee attack for embedded heroes. So we do want to continue to get assassins and chieftains into your army. And then we'll try to get Death Runners and Gutter Runners and get these Night Runners out and into this army right there, perhaps. But for now, for the time being, we've got plenty of money. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do, obviously, our shadowy dealings here. Do I want to do... This does not take a scheme. And it takes him out... What's that? 5. Required rank... Oh, okay. So he can do it as soon as he's level 5. Okay, so... And he is level 5. I'm kind of tempted to do this. So let's go ahead and give him, first of all, one of these others. Applies leadership penalty to a targeted army. Well, we're not imminently going to attack another army. We could do a food raid. Action cooldown time. So it's 10 food. We could actually spend the 10 food on Night Lord Say So. And then turn around and get 10 food back. But food's not really the issue. Grants vision of the province for 5 turns. Burglarize grants an... Okay. Small heist we can't do yet. There's a cooldown on that for... I guess that means for 4 turns. Okay. And... Why can we not do Steel Skaven Technology? It only takes 1 scheme. It just says action is not available. Huh. Wonder why. There's no cooldown on that if that's what that number is. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Let's go ahead and maybe... We're going to do Burglarize. Might as well. I don't think I have an immediate use for the Sneaky Scouting. And at least we'll get something out of Burglarize. So let's go ahead and Burglarize. And we'll do it from you, why not? And what I want to do here, I should actually, before I do that, close. Let me take a look here at Snikch. He's halfway through, almost exactly halfway through level 5. Let's see how much he gets out of this. So we're going to do Burglarize, Snikch on Mingzhu.
My will does not bend.
Finders Keepers. Confirm. Okay, we got a Razor Standard. It's fine. I mean, actually, the weapon strength and the AP weapon damage, that's actually quite good. That's actually kind of just what we need, now that I think about it, in order to do more damage. And then let's see how much experience he got out of that. Okay, he got a little bit more than a third of a level at level 5. 1,200 or so experience. So, okay. That seems okay to me. I'm going to continue then to use the minus 25% on the XP gain, at least for the time being. Now, what that means is we're going to give that standard... Oh, you've already got a Razor Standard. Okay, we're going to give it then to Obscythe.
I trained for these days.
Okay. Fair enough. Bell Polisher. I actually want to give the Bell Polisher
Missions.
to...
Lord of the Assassins.
I want to give it to you. Obscythe. Okay, yeah, let's give it to you. Because I want my Lord... Because Bell Polisher, anybody can carry that. Although the casualty replenishment rate is quite nice. Well, anyway, that's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Obscythe, you've got a Razor Standard. Deathmaster Snikch, you've got a decent army here. And if I then turn around and do this again, I can stash the rations. This reset. Okay, so that's 30 food to do that. I'm going to do Night Lord Say So. For Deathmaster Snikch, it's going to burn 10 food, and he's going to be off the map for 2 turns. Okay, so we're going to replace him now with armor plus 15 for scave. Well, this one is free, and he's less expensive to maintain than the Master Assassins are. So I think we're going to go with him. Frontline rat it is. What's rat stimulants? Okay, that's good for... It's good for spells. Okay, and campaign line of sight as well. Still, I like that weapon strength plus 50% when attacking. Now, that's just for him. That's not for the units in the army. The armor plus 15 for Skaven slaves and clan rats, that's nice. But we don't have any of those in this army right now, so we don't obviously want to use him as anything more than just a temporary lord for that army. Okay, and now having done that, 5 turns until we have a scheme available. Okay, so we're done there. The clan contracts actually one turn for clan contracts. Okay. Alright, so you, my dude, you got your full move. If we put you in raiding stance, you cannot reach. So we're going to leave you in ambush stance. And we're going to move you... So the question is, how much time do we think we have before these guys attack us? I think we'd better move in anticipation of Lokir taking Mingzhu. I think we're going to keep him raiding. We're going to move you now down this way. We are losing money every turn. That's a bit of a concern. And Obscythe, we're going to do the same with you. We're going to move you down this way towards Village of the Moon. And like I said, you are going to continue to do your raiding until they push you out. Meanwhile, this is 1 turn away from completing. We're at minus 294 per turn. That's not great. Das ist nicht gut. It's, I don't know. Maybe we'll even start raiding down here. Maybe we'll even attack. Okay, you know what? This is vulnerable. 14. If there's no military, if there's no army there, we could do a quick strike against Celestial Monastery, or we could just raid for extra money. However, unfortunately, our border settlements here are in no position to defend themselves. Okay, so back, and we don't know where the capital of that province is. Okay, and then use Celestial Monastery, and okay, so this would be extremely risky, obviously, to start a war with the Western provinces, but they hate us so much, it's only a matter of time before they declare war on us anyway. So, and we're going to need the money here shortly. You're making money, but not very much. Yeah, that income is really rubbish. Well, we'll keep doing the best we can do. We're just going to have to react to circumstances, I think. So, Lord not moved yet. You continue to raid up there. Let's go ahead and... just really quickly. I want to see if there's any easy way to make more money. Okay, so now this is a little bit more accurate. This is saying that most battles currently won by a single hero is 8, which sounds about right. The other couple turns, or maybe even last turn, it told me 2, and that did not sound right. Okay. All right, one more battle against Cathay, and we could get ourselves the Whirl of Weeping Blades, but also some money out of it, and that would be quite nice. Okay, well, still, I think let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. Nothing to do. Let's go ahead and let me just think really quickly. Are we ready to end our turn? I think we are. Yeah, one more turn for the clan contract. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, the Western provinces did not declare war on us. We are going to need more money. Yep, look here. Look here, did indeed attack the settlement like I thought, but he did not occupy it. He probably will next turn. I probably should have moved Toxidin closer so that he could occupy it. Okay, we got always more besides, so that's very good. We definitely want to increase that casualty replenishment rate as much as possible. And we got a Pestilence contract here, so that's going to help us with money a little bit. And I dig Pestilence. Pestilence is good. Okay, yeah, we're losing 341 per turn, though. That is untenable. If we do clan contracts here... Spy on Clan Scryer. Okay. So it's going to get us only 500 treasury. Do we want to wait one more turn for Snikch to get back, or do we want to go ahead and do it now? I don't think it's that big of a deal to not wait for Snikch. I think we can go ahead and do this. So I think we'll use Obscythe here to do it. I want to see how much XP he gets. So he is only a little bit more than a quarter of the way through 3. If we go ahead and do our shadowy dealings. Don't know why that disappeared there, but... oops, clan contracts, spy, Obscythe, confirm, boom. Oh! Somehow I missed that this was going to take him off the map. Well, that's not great. That's a mistake on my part. Okay. Slave attendance, constant casualty replenishment rate. That's good. That's really good. And then the leadership. Passive ability, damage reflection, but that's just for he himself. Cooldown to looming dread. Well, I want one of the cheapo options, which actually we only have one of those. So it's going to be the Warlord after all here. Okay, boom. Alright, so close. So Obscythe is now off the map as well. Yikes. Alright, now we can probably get ourselves in better position. To stay hidden. To be able to defend while being hidden. Same for you. We're close enough that we... Oh, you have no... Why do you have 0 movement? Sometimes this game doesn't make any sense to me.
Move, march!
Absolutely does not make any sense to me. Number one, I did not realize. I mean, that it is possible that it told me, but I even looked. Anyway, did not realize that Obscythe was going to be off the map. But more importantly, as soon as we replaced him, he had barely any movement remaining. So, and that army obviously had not moved yet this turn. But still, even so, you're close enough to be able to defend Village of the Moon. You are close enough to be able to defend either one of these two. You are up here raiding. Can you... Again, yeah, you cannot reach. They're going to have a rebellion, and you're frankly not in a good position to be able to... defend if the rebel army decides to attack you. And you're really, at this point, we don't need the food. We're not getting hardly any money out of raiding up there. I think what we're going to do is disband this army. Okay? We'll bring him back in later, but that saves us a little bit of money. And the garrison here can defend itself for the time being if, for some reason, there ends up being an attack up north. But right now I'm far more concerned about an attack in the south. Research available. Let's go ahead and do Ruthless Plans. And I think that's probably it. Let's check our diplomacy. Our strength rank is obviously quite weak. We got to do something about that, but when Snikch gets back, maybe we'll go ahead and do the attack on Celestial Monastery at that point. What's the sack value of it? 1,200. That's not great. And sack value there is 869. That's even worse. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Going to find out very early on whether they declare war on us. They do not. Okay, interesting. And Lokir did not take the settlement. Muy interesante. Okay. The Celestial Loyalists were confederated by the northern provinces. That's probably why... Ooh, we got a Mulder contract already. How did that happen? We encountered Spirit of the Jungle. That's great. That's just what we need. Okay, so that's quite interesting. So, that confederation... Now what I wonder is... Northern provinces, you guys are not at war with Lokir. So that does explain why Lokir did not continue... did not take that settlement. Alright, so that does change things a little bit. Now with them in ownership of that, so first of all, we're going to switch you back out, obviously. We're going to replace you with Snikch. Okay. Snikch did get a level. I think we want to... Let me do this. This is the reload time reduction, but it doesn't increase the damage for Night Runners and Gutter Runners. It's somewhat useful, but the biggest problem is they don't do any damage. This increases the weapon strength for Death Runners. Okay, so... Yeah, and that just gives them the hiding ability. Alright, I'm going to do Ancient Cunning with him for now, because that's always useful. And then what we're going to do...
Under the trees, shadows. Good.
I can't believe I just did that. Alright, I actually need to completely switch these two armies out. I put him in Obscythe's army. And again, his movement is reduced. What is going on, game? This is so crazy. I don't understand why the movement is so bricked. Alright, so we need to actually switch. All of the units here of these two armies. So you, all of you, I tell you what, I don't need to switch all of those Night Runners. I need to switch everything else. Okay, and now you, in return, until we get to 20 and 20, or 20 and 18. No. Let's do 19 and 19. How would that be? Oops. Wrong direction there, Michael. Wait a minute. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? You're at 18. Oh, so you need one more. So we'll give you one more Night Runner. Now we're at 19 and 19. So Snikch is going to end up now. He's got 5 Night Runners. 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 Night Runners. 6 Gutter Runners. And then the heroes. Okay, let's do that. That's fine.
Chief Assassin.
Alright, so there's room for him to get a Plague Priest or another Chieftain or something into his army. Pestilich, you can, Pestilich. Need to try to pronounce my Skaven names a little bit better here. You are going to be responsible. No, I just realized we need money to be able to level these up. We burned through our money too quickly. I really don't want to lose Jingpo. Never mind, it at least has the garrison built. Village of the Moon. Okay, we're going to continue down this way with Snikch. We're not in immediate danger from the north. Let me just see here. Who all are they at war with? Puppets of Misrule and Usac. Okay, so they might be distracted. But we can't assume they will be. For now, we're going to keep moving you southward, because I do think it's still just a matter of time before the western provinces here decides to declare war on us. So we might beat them to the punch. This is over here. This is also the western provinces. Interesting. Oh, this is the walled city. Okay. Size 14 garrison. I wonder if we would have any chance at all of taking that. Alright, well, we're just going to have to continue to react to circumstances. We're making a tiny little bit of money, but we cannot afford to increase to level up our settlements currently. What we need to do is we need to wait for more contracts. Shadowy dealings. 20 food for us to... And we have to be level 15. No, we don't have to be level 15. What's that 15 mean? It's still just Snikch recovery time of 2 turns. Night Lords say so. I feel like that's saying that it has to be level 15. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, we're allowed to select it, but we just don't have any agents that can actually do it. So yes, that is a level 15 requirement. That makes sense. Stash rations. Do we want to do this? I feel like we could probably get away with it. We're getting good food every turn. So if we stash rations, this resets all used schemes. So we'd get 2 back. How long before we can do small heist? 2 turns. And we could do a food raid, and we could do sneaky scouting, maybe. Or we could do trouble make, but I don't even see an enemy army right now to trouble make with.
Leaves on the wind, yes.
But we're at 99%. This is a good time for us to go ahead and do that. Let's try it. So if I do...
Sneaky make.
If I do stash rations... Action cooldown, 10 turns, but it doesn't take the Lord or the agent off. Oh, wait a minute. First, actually, Michael. First things first. We've got a clan contract here. Now, this is actually going to give us food. Oh, agent recovery time 5 turns. Okay, somehow I missed that last time and just completely forgot that that was a part of doing clan contracts. Okay, so we want to do this then with... I think maybe this guy right here. Increases reputation with Molder. Grants food and treasury. It's going to take him off for 5 turns. So what we want to do is the stash rations first. We can do that with Snikch because there's no... this doesn't take him off the map. Boom. Okay. So now we've got our 2 available schemes. Then we can do a food raid to get back 10 of the 30 that we just spent. And we'll use Snikch for that. And we'll food raid Mingzhu. Okay. So we're back up to above 80%, so that's good. And now all we have left is troublemaking sneaky scouting. Or we could wait 1 turn. I'm sorry, two turns and do small heist. I'm going to go ahead and do the sneaky scouting. Again with Snikch. And is this going to... It doesn't say that it's going to affect the diplomatic relations with the enemy. I don't see any military presence in that province, so I'm tempted to do it here. They're actually minus 90 public order. That's interesting. What I want to do is I want to look and see if they have any armies over here.
The dragon's teachings.
Confirm. Okay. Again, we'll get a little bit of experience out of it. Close for the moment. We can now see over here Dissenter Lords of Zenshin, who we are at war with. But I don't see any armies of the western provinces, which is interesting. They've got armies somewhere. We know they do because they're strength rank 28. Yeah, and they have so many trading partners right now. Okay, but the good news is that did not affect our relations with them at all. I mean, they hate us anyway, but now I know that you can at least do that shadowy dealings against them and not have it affect their relations with you. Okay, now finally one more thing then is the clan contract. So we got a Molder contract, And this is going to take you off the map for 5 turns, so we're going to do Shadow Agent, Trab Cankered with it. And it's going to get us a little bit of money and a little bit more food back. Okay. Works for me. Close. So we did a lot of Clan type stuff this turn. Buildings constructed. Okay. Well, it is what it is. All right, let's get back to unassigned skill points. So Snikch, you got yourself a level. Time for more Ancient Cunning, I think. I may do Lightning Strike with him. I know that if you attack and you've got really good chance at ambushing, this becomes much less useful, but there will be times where the enemy army is where you're not able to ambush them, but you still might want to be able to Lightning Strike them. So, I don't know. We'll see. Might lower the priority of it a little bit, but we're probably still going to do it. And so now you... Oh, was that where the assassin was? I thought I probably pulled the... It was, okay. I thought I pulled the assassin out of this army, but I didn't. That's alright. Let's go ahead and send you down this way for now.
Let's tails move.
And... it looks undefended.
Shadows.
Okay. Probably need to send an assassin up here so I can keep eyes on the northern provinces. Alright. A lot going on, but no actual fighting at this point. Our economy is still obviously in bad shape. What we need to do is another small heist. We'll be able to do it in 3 turns, and then that will give us enough money. I think at that point we should be able to maybe level up one of these guys. If we don't do any fighting in the meantime. Meanwhile, our public order here has stabilized, but the military crackdown is 4 out of that, so it's going to start decreasing again next turn. The commandment is actually giving us control -6. Okay, that's interesting. We could conceivably change... This reduces our food generation, but it increases our income and our movement range for our own armies. And this increases control. And let's see, what is the control doing for us right now? It's reducing growth and reducing income. Let's get our control up. We don't need the growth right now because we can't afford to level up the settlement buildings anyway. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and do diplomacy again. We've dropped all the way to 98. That is unsustainable. We need to get stronger, but we cannot afford it right now. We need to fight battles in order to get stronger, but we're too weak to fight battles, so we're in a little bit of a catch-22. Okay, let's go ahead and end our turn and see what they do. It does seem like our enemies have shown us forbearance for a lot longer than I'm used to.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Okay, so, the Cloak of Shadows. The Cloak of Shadows has been stolen. Treachery which risks putting Snikch's reputation at stake if the news was to reach other clans. An ambitious and foolish ratling must have been getting help from an unknown source to do this without drawing the attention of the 13. Yet disloyalty begets further disloyalty. A deserter scurries back, telling Snikch exactly what he needs to know. He warns that the traitor has called upon some powerful allies and will soon head out to meet them. This would be a good opportunity to ambush them, then meet and eliminate their new ally. And their new ally is... oh. We don't know. We do not know. Okay. I doubt if our army is going to be strong enough to to fight that battle, but we'll go ahead and take a look here at the relative strength here. Where is it? The Cloak of Shadows, enemy details. Yeah, we're too weak. We are too weak for sure. Okay. Considering how little I trust our units. Okay. Let's go ahead. You cannot get close enough to attack this turn, nor can you get close enough to raid. So we're going to leave you in ambush stance. And Snikch. Okay, so as I was saying, they're showing a lot of forbearance here. We could start raiding up there again. But what we really need to do is we need to start winning battles. So we're going to get you, Snikch. Going to put you in channeling stance. You do have an Eshin Sorcerer. Assault Garrison, 60%, but we can't really afford it. I think what we're going to do, we're going to move Snikch down this way.
For the Eshin, yes.
He can reach to attack next turn. We're going to go ahead and put the assassin into his army. I still have visibility over that province. Is it the province or is it just a region? Sneaky scouting. Yeah, it's the whole province. Nice. Okay, that's actually quite useful. Having intelligence on what your enemy is doing is actually quite useful. All right, let's go ahead and put you into his army for next turn. And then Pestilence, you don't desperately need the Winds of Magic. And so we're going to put you there. And we're... If we don't see any enemy armies up here or here, we're going to attack Celestial Monastery next turn. We're going to start forcing the action. Meanwhile here, we still can't afford to upgrade. We are 2 turns away from another scheme. We are 8 turns away from another clan contract. Okay, research available. We're going to do strength in numbers. Okay, fair enough. You, meanwhile, are plus 11 on your public order. Once we get to above minus 50, our upkeep will decrease. Never mind, our upkeep is already at... No, it's only at plus 1%. Never mind, that's not that big of a deal. Our income will increase, so that's definitely important to try to get our income up. Okay, fair enough. Control and corruption. That's fine. And we'll do our diplomacy. Okay, let's go ahead and do another intern here. Okay, no army showed up there in the northern provinces. Okay, we got a Scryer contract. This feels like it might be bugged. I don't know if this is an SFO thing. I don't want to blame SFO, but that's the last 2 clan contracts that we got only happened 2 turns apart. When it was telling us that it was going to be another 8 turns. Unless it's also like sometimes a random event, but that wouldn't make any sense. Anyway, we also have, of course, the Mightiest Fortress. That's pretty standard. However, I do want to get it pinned here. Okay. All right. So, keeping that in mind, we're going to go ahead and make this attack.
Ready.
I see no enemy armies anywhere. It's obviously quite risky to be doing this. But we need to start winning battles. So what we're going to do... You know what I'm going to do, actually, before I do that. Shadowy Dealings. When we get stash rations here, which we can't do for 8 more turns, but that's going to get us a third... Not stash rations, sorry. Night Lord say so. That's what I'm talking about. When we get up to 3... Okay, actually, no. Even at 2 schemes... We can get Sabotage. Destroys the most expensive building in the settlement. That's good. Incite Riot causes a rebellion and reduces control. Rebellions don't do much against the AI and grants vision of a province for 20 turns. Okay, so double agents actually is another version of sneaky scouting, but it lasts longer. Excuse me. And then we also have Midnight Raid. Damages an army for 10% of its current health, which can also be quite useful. Okay, so there's some good, useful things to do there when we have 2 schemes, but there's nothing else besides Small Heist is going to get us money. We just need to do Small Heist every chance we get, which means next turn we're going to do it. Okay, we do have this clan contract now, Spy on Clan Pestilence. So we're going to lower our reputation with Clan Pestilence, but we will increase our reputation with Scryer. And we're going to get, it's the same thing every time, 5 food and 500 money. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this attack right here.
Yes.
Supported by this army right there. We're going to occupy it at level 3. That will bring down our food pretty considerably. Then we'll do the clan contract, which will get us the food back. And also we're going to find out whether or not we can even win a battle like this. It's going to be a field battle. It's not going to be a... Not going to be a minor settlement battle, I'm pretty sure. I didn't change this right here, the siege type, so this is still on default. Settlements is all settlement battles are unwalled sieges if they don't have a wall or are major settlements. Yeah, okay, so that would be the difference. If I chose settlements here, that means this would not be a field battle, this would be a minor settlement battle. That's actually something that I might want to consider trying now that I'm thinking about it. Depends on if we find ourselves doing too many field battles and not enough minor settlement battles, then that's a change I could see making. Keeping in mind, this campaign has largely been a big experiment to see how SFO plays out, whether or not we can use SFO to recreate the grand strategy feel, which in many ways has been a success, but I feel like there might still be a little bit more tinkering of these settings that we might want to do. So let's go ahead and find out if there's anybody already at war with the Western Provinces that we can talk to get money. Jingshai rebels. Oh, who we are actually friendly with. So let's talk to you. If we were to join the war against the Western Provinces,
Perhaps I could supply a cure.
you would give us 1780. I don't see why not. We'll take it. Back to Snikch. Snikch is going to encircle. Close victory. That's with just his army. We've got the Razor Standard here that we're going to put on one of our gutter runners here. Let's give it to you. You have the highest rank. We're going to encircle. And Pestilich, we are going to get you in offensive in-camp stance, where you have a bonus to your melee attack.
Better luck.
Okay. Let's do this. Decisive victory now. Just double checking. It is a field battle. I don't know that we're going to need any menace belows. Might be nice to have one, but we shouldn't need it. We shouldn't need it. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. Our reinforcements are coming in almost behind us, depending on where we set up. I don't see any reason not to set up over here. So what we want are strike teams here. So we've got strike team 3. You know what? I want it to be like this. With the gutter runner in the middle. Yeah, okay. So you guys are 3. Put you in a lock control group. That actually, you know what? I want you to be just a little bit wider than that. There we go. So you're locked. Then we want you... Actually, I did that wrong. Okay. Scratch that. You guys are now going to be... You're 5. Get you over here. Okay, 3 needs to be Gutter Runner, Gutter Runner Poison, Gutter Runner. That's 3. Drawn like this. Gutter Runner with Poison in the middle. That did not work. Why did that not work? I want Gutter Runner, Gutter Runner Poison, Gutter Runner. Okay. Gutter Runner. Gutter Runner Poison. Come on, Michael. There we go. Alright. I think maybe I got it now. It's still not doing it. Alright, never mind. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's fine. It should have drawn this guy in the poison guy in the middle. I don't know why it didn't, but whatever. Not going to worry about it. Okay. We'll try it again here. Gutter Runners, then Gutter Runner Poison, then Gutter Runners. Draw you. You're my 4. Gutter Runner Poison is in the middle this time for you, so at least that one worked. That one worked. Okay. And so then we've got 5. We're going to add you to 5. So our 5 is going to be over here. And you guys on 6. You can be... How do I want to do this? Let's... Okay, that's... I need to actually draw them first. There we go. 6. Let me make sure I drew my 5s correctly. I did. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Snikch, you and the Chieftains and the Assassin. You guys are all on 1 for now. That's fine. Let's get you in the middle. Get them coming this way. I think we'll put... You know what we'll do is we'll put the 3s here. We'll put the 4s here. We'll put you guys here. And... No, scratch that. You guys here. You guys here. You guys further back, actually, now that I think about it. I don't want you to be seen right away. You guys as well. Actually, you can get over there since you've got the Vanguard deployment. And then you, Mr. Eshin Sorcerer, you've start deployment. You've got Warp Stars. Okay. We're going to put you here. Range of 200. I think they're going to start coming towards us right away. What's the range on these guys? 275. So they outrange our Eshin Sorcerer, unfortunately. But if they start coming forward and he can launch at them, pull back, and if we can get the Sky Lantern there ahead of the rest of the army, that would be wunderbar. We could rip it to shreds, hopefully, with our missiles. Meanwhile, how long for you to come in? Almost 2 minutes. So we're going to move everybody back a little bit. Start battle. Are they going to come towards us? Or are they going to wait? Looks like they're going to wait. Okay, that suits me fine. Let's go ahead and get our 3s over here. You can walk. Our 4s over here. You can walk. Probably going to be a little bit too close to the enemy if you pass through right there, so let's not do that. Let's not call attention to ourselves. Our 5s will move you forward. Our 6s will move you forward. Our 1s forward just a little bit. You can stay right there for the time being. Let's go ahead and speed up. And wait for our reinforcements to come in. Thought for a second they were moving, but I think it was just pulling the camera forward as my units moved forward. Okay. Let's keep doing this. Reinforcements are in. Okay. Alright, so now you guys, my front line, right here. You guys right behind. You guys right behind. You guys, your range is 250. You're also almost completely worthless. Okay, you 3. We'll get you on 7. You would be good against the Sky Lanterns as well. And then all of you. Okay, so you guys are my 8. Wow, we've got a lot of stealthy units here. You guys are 9. You guys come. Okay, I gotta draw you first. A 9's like this. And then lock you. Okay. Alright. You all are almost in position. You can stay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move you forward. The Sky Lantern will shoot at you. I'm perfectly fine with that. You can absorb a few hits from them. And then you need to join 1. Okay, Snikch. I want you to now join 3. So Snikch, you make your way over there. You can walk. Speed up. Okay, we're actually launching. They're letting us launch. They are shooting back at us. That's to be expected. But I'm surprised they're letting us hit those Jade Warrior halberds. And without them moving forward towards us. And the good news is, even though we're so accurate, there's enough units in that general area that even when we miss our target, we're hitting some of the others. So that works for me. Now I want you to get ready to cast your warp stars here. Everybody at this point should run. My hidden units are revealed. Where were my hidden units revealed? Who on earth saw my hidden units? Okay, all you guys forward.
Bad things.
Are you gonna cast? Nope. Get back. Get back. If you're not gonna cast, just get back. Okay, you guys forward. You guys forward. You guys forward. You guys forward. You guys on them right here. Get on them. You get ready to help out. You guys forward on them. You guys forward. Forward.
Hungry for battle.
Okay. Start getting some targets here. Okay, you guys can all take out them. Okay, we need you taking out them. Okay, our Poison Wind Globadiers, you fire at those peasant archers, actually. You get on them. Go and get right in on them. Okay, where did the... Oh, they're running away. Okay, you can help out on them. You guys help out over here. You can come in this way. I think I may have overdone it on the planning and the sneakiness here because this looks like it's going to turn into a fairly easy win. Our gutter runners, unfortunately, are at this point so slow. Right there, we're shredding the sky lanterns, so that's good. We need you guys to start helping out over here now. Yeah, we're doing good damage to these guys. We just did rubbish damage. I'm surprised we're doing so much better, quite frankly, here than we did against the greenskins. Okay, we did lose some of our poison wind mortars. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Let's get you guys on him. All right, all my ones on him. You guys don't have any buffs to use. 3. Snikch, I want you on him as well. Okay, over here. Let's get you forward. Yeah, we're making pretty short work of their entire army at this point, except for the Jade Lancers and the enemy Lord. The enemy hero, I guess he is. Victory. I don't know if he's a Lord or a hero, so what we want to do is we do definitely want to take him out.
Blade sharpened.
Come on, guys. We can do this. Get past him and then turn around and attack from this side, maybe. Yeah, he's getting shredded. That's good. I think the missiles should take care of him. I don't know what you guys are doing. Oh, you're out of ammo. That's what you're doing, okay? There we go. That'll do it, I would hope. 297. What's going on here, guys? How's he still alive? Come on. 264. All of a sudden, we stopped doing damage to him.
Ready to roll, Lee.
He's down to 19. There we go. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. Don't know why we did so much more damage. I mean, we did have the numbers, obviously, but just felt like we did more damage against them than we did against the greenskins. Okay, gained 1,000 treasury and enough experience to level up, so that's good, and 5 food. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and occupy this at level 3. Loot and occupy. Wow, our food dropped. How did our food drop that low? I thought that we were in the 81 through 100 range. I'll have to go back and double check that. Anyway, the 13th scheme unlocked, okay.
Deathmaster Snikch.
You then are getting
Sneaky pig.
Ancient Cunning. You
Lord
get
of the assassins.
Tail Weapon. Finally getting some ranks here for our chieftains. Eshin Sorcerer. You can have armor and missile resistance. That could be good. Is this for a single unit? It's for one unit, and it costs more Winds of Magic than I might have preferred. Skitter Leap, this is just hiding. Well, we already have lots of ways to hide. This is Veil of Shadows. This causes no damage. It basically just disrupts formations. Still pretty daggone unimpressive. Boy, I'm not impressed with the Eshin Sorcerer, that is for sure. Okay. And then you, Mr. Assassin. You've got replenished troops. I'm going to do Assassinate with you. This is really what I want my assassins to be focused on. Okay, and then we can now afford this. 3,000. I think we'd better improve our food generation. That's this right here, but that reduces our income. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and do...
Deathmaster Snikch.
Do you have the trait to make it cheaper to level up buildings? You do not. Okay, so it doesn't matter that you're not in here. So let's go ahead and level up Village of the Moon or Jadewind Mountain. I think we're in so much trouble. We need to do both of them, quite frankly, but we're in so much trouble if Lokir attacks us that I'm going to make Jadewind Mountain the lower priority. We're going to do Village of the Moon instead. That's half of our money right there. Celestial Monastery, you... Oh, you've got a trade resource. Okay, we'll certainly do that. And we need to do this. And what we really need here is actually a barracks. I think maybe what I'll do... Yeah, let's demolish it. Okay. Alright, and food-wise, we're at 31. Wow, okay. Pretty bad. Let's go ahead now and do our clan contract. As planned, spy on Clan Pestilence. And we're going to use Agent Absit. He's going to be off the map. We're going to get a little bit of food out of it. Okay. And a little bit of money out of it. Very little of each. And then you
Victory!
need to be...
Defeated.
I think we need to start raiding right here for the food. We probably can't reach... We cannot quite reach this turn. So we'll do... We'll do this for now. It's always good to practice moving around in ambush stance. Okay. We'll start raiding next turn. And maybe even move down and try to attack it if they don't have any armies over here. It is and if no armies appear over here. Okay, and meanwhile, as long as they hold off up there, then I'm not going to worry about the north for the time being. Our public order is still a concern, but at least now it has moved up one level here to greater than -50. So our growth, more importantly, our income is not quite as bad. Okay, all right. Still very, very iffy. Everything's all very iffy. We do get our Great Heist next turn. And what we need to do now, I think, is go back to... This reduces our food. No, we need to go back to this. This reduces our control. Well, it was nice while it lasted, but... You know what I just realized? This reduces construction time -2 for all buildings. We're not going to build this yet. We'll build that next turn. Because it's going to actually go up 4 turns faster. If we wait until... so it'll end up getting completed 1 turn faster. If we do that. If we do it next turn. Plus, we'll be able to move Snikch up into that province, and we'll be able to build it for slightly cheaper. Okay. That works for me. Then we... yeah, don't think there's anything else to do. We do have these rights. The revitalizing scheme restores all your armies to full health. We don't want to spend our money on that, that's for sure. Our armies are just fine right now. And then this, we might as well do... Our upkeep is going to be reduced. Yeah, because it's free, we might as well do it at every opportunity. So, let's do it. Leadership -10 and some damage. Okay, interesting. We get 3 uses of that per fight. Perform right. And sure enough, our income per turn has increased. Okay, let's go ahead and do our diplomacy now. Okay. Nothing to do there. Let's go ahead and end our turn. And this is going to have to be the last end turn. I do have to wonder where all of our enemies are. Cathay, the Celestial Loyalists, they did invade us one time, but other than that, I mean, I'm not encouraging them to come down, don't get me wrong. We're in a world of hurt when they do come down, but lots of schemes of doom being performed here. That's interesting. And we demolished our rubbish pit. Yeah, so I don't... I mean, I'm relieved that we're not being invaded, but I wonder what the heck is going on. It makes me very nervous when we're not under duress from multiple enemy armies. So we have a scheme that we're going to do. We're going to do all this in the beginning of the next episode, but we have a scheme that we can go ahead and do a small heist. We're going to move Snikch into that province so that we can then go ahead and do the upgrade at a slightly reduced rate, and then you are going to move into their territory and start raiding and wait for Snikch to come over as well. And if no armies show up over here, we might even end up laying siege and possibly attacking Jiangxi here. And other than that, you know, we're just going to kind of have to play it by ear. We're losing 12 public order per turn again, so that's obviously a concern, but we'll figure something out. At least our income is looking better now. So we made a powerful new enemy, but we did gain 1 more region, and we are at least getting better money, and we are getting slowly but surely a little bit more experience here for Deathmaster, Snikch, and some of the others. So, all right. Anyway, that'll work for now. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.